Hello, darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you guys are so very welcome indeed. Are we loving the lighter shade, my darlings? Are we loving the beat? Are we loving the little itty bitty dress? This, my darling, is a dress. It's a mini, it's so pretty. It's a one shoulder, which I love. It's a lovely mini skirt and it's all spacious here. Beautiful, gorgeous little mini skirt. I have had this dress for years, and then I just decided that, you know what, for me, let's go with a different color. You're always wearing black. Do something that is interesting. And so I went for this beautiful urban brown that's got highlights in it, and I am living and loving it. And I just thought, why not go with something a little lighter? Change it up, Fooms. Stop being boring. So I thought, okay, why not? It's a wig. It's a glueless wig. Well, I don't put any glue on it, and I just blow it out and comb it. And I love this kind of yummy bouffant color. Do we live? Do we love? Makeup, Juvia's place. I love them. I love their palettes. I've shown their palettes many times before, but I guess I should show you guys that haven't seen it before, right? Okay, I'll be right back. Where is it? Yes. And this, my darling, is the Saharan palette, and I use like the black and the brown just for like a light smoky eye. I don't do that much of a dark smoky eye as much. I just let like the halo just show up there, and then I use like their blushes, and that's it. Juvia's place, discount code Fumi. So why are we here? Lizzo, my darling, is being sued by 3 of her dancers. They are talking about how they have been ill-treated, how they were kind of sort of sexualized, how they've been ill-treated by Lizzo. A lot is coming out, and how they went to Amsterdam and there was indecent behavior over there about bananas and all kinds of things. As a matter of fact, Lizzo had like a little interview which I'll play for you now. Why not?
It was really they kissed. They kissed after. I'm not gonna say what she did. But I'm trying to go to the show where you eat the banana out the... Which one is that?
This is the banana bar.
That's the banana bar?
Yeah, you
and they have the banana in the coochie?
And ping pong balls.
And you have to go...
Yes. And
that's what I want to do.
Then you have to eat it.
I need my potassium, if you know what I'm saying. My potassium.
And more is coming out about the behavior behind the scenes. And yesterday I was extremely upset because I had covered Sound of Freedom, and today I'm covering all the hoopla with Lizzo and her fat shaming. You know, if it is true, that is what the dancers say. And I just sit here and I say to myself, I see why parents don't want children in the entertainment business. They don't want them modeling, they don't want them acting, they don't want them in all of this. I can actually see how they just don't want their children involved. Lizzo came out today with a statement, and she says this: these last few days have been gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. My character has been criticized. I usually choose not to respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous to not be addressed. These sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. As an artist, I have always been very passionate about what I do. I take my music and my performances seriously because at the end of the day, I only want to put out the best art that represents me and my fans. With passion comes hard work and high standards. Sometimes I have to make hard decisions, but it's never my intention to make anyone feel uncomfortable or like they aren't valued as an important part of the team. I am not here to be looked at as a victim, but I also know that I am not the villain that people and the media have portrayed me to be these last few days. I am very open with my sexuality and expressing myself, but I cannot accept or allow people to use that openness to make me out to be something I am not. There is nothing I take more seriously than the respect we deserve as women in the world. I know what it feels like to be body shamed on a daily basis and would absolutely never criticize or terminate an employee because of their weight. I'm hurt, but I will not let the good work I have done in the world be outshadowed by this. I want to thank everyone who has reached out in support to lift me up during this difficult time. And while Beyonce was on tour where she gives out shout outs, she absolutely and deliberately omitted to sing out Lizzo's name.
Beyonce left Lizzo's name out of her song Break My Soul at her concert on Tuesday night amid the news of her bombshell lawsuit. Originally, the song's lyrics were Betty Davis, Solange Knowles, Badu, Lizzo, Kelly Roll, but instead, Beyonce sang Betty Davis, Solange Knowles, Badu, Badu, Badu. Fans praised Beyonce for the change, saying no one was going to cancel her. Earlier that day, news broke out that 3 of Lizzo's dancers are suing her for allegedly weight-shaming them and pressuring them to participate in disturbing sex shows. Lizzo's former creative director, Quinn Whitney Wilson, spoke out and applauded the dancers for having the courage to bring this to light.
Noel Rodriguez recalls an incident in which Lizzo allegedly alluded to assaulting her. And she's there with her lawyer and she's explaining what had gone on, so on and so forth. It's a mess, basically. And for me, it doesn't even really matter to me what the ex-employees have to say. It really doesn't matter. You know why? Because there's truth and there's lie in whatever they're saying. There's their version, there's Lizzo's version, and then there's the truth, which is like a fine line in between. It's a push and shove. Were they professional to an extent? I am sure they were. Did they see things that they were uncomfortable with? I'm sure they did. What I do know for a fact is that Lizzo, I think that you have to re-evaluate the way that you behave. And before I start, I would really want people to be mindful about weight and size. I don't want people to be saying, well, Lizzo is talking about, fat shaming others, look at her. Because Lizzo represents so many beautiful women, as far as I am concerned, that are beautiful regardless of the size that they are. And that was why I took my time to respond to this, because there has to be a way to respond to this and not use a paintbrush on everybody else that is buxom. As far as I'm concerned, so far as you take good care of yourself, you get your nails, your hair done, you're happy, you're healthy, go ahead, mama, do your thing. So I want us to be very mindful, on top of which these are allegations. What I do want to say is really squarely on Lizzo, because unfortunately for her, it's tough being the celeb. And the way that you behave really counts. You do a lot, Lizzo. You want to push in our faces, as far as I'm concerned, inappropriate. It's a matter of class. It's a matter of what? It's a matter of class. You're the boss. And no matter what, there should never be blurred lines. You should not go out with your employees, hanging out with them. Because you see, familiarity brings contempt. And when you cross that line, that's when you get into trouble. Throw Christmas parties for them. Attend, give a little speech, and you leave. Even when you're on tour, you're open about your sexuality, and this is where they're going to come for you. You don't have to hide your sexuality, but you don't have to flaunt it, because you open up yourself for a lot of danger. You do not have to have this conversation with that guy talking about the banana, this, that, oh yes, I want to go and see that. It's classless. Whether you go and do that in your own private time, fine. But to publicly say it out there, it's classless, Lizzo. And that's why you've gotten into trouble. Because people that are out for you will just wait for you to make a mistake. And you've made a couple of mistakes. Do not think that it does not happen in my life. It does. And I am sure as time goes on, you might hear, oh, Fumi did this, oh, Fumi did that. But I'm very conscious. You know what, Fumi, don't say anything. Be quiet. If I part ways with somebody, the person is not even fully aware that I kind of cut you off. I just go pleasantly on my way. And I have people that work for me. I don't blur those lines. I don't go out and hang out with them, with their boyfriends, with their friends, talking about hugging and kissing and going to illicit places. I don't do it. It's all fun and games now, up until they use it as leverage against you. Because you are the boss. And if you tell them something, that I want it this way, I want it that way, they will say that you're being a bully. They will say, you know what, I really wasn't comfortable with this. I really wasn't comfortable with that. But I went along with it because you are the boss. And so you will turn around and you'll be shocked and surprised and you say what? They insisted on wanting to go out. The problem here, Lizzo, what I'm trying to tell you is that you have to stay on a certain level and hold a certain decorum. You can't have it both ways. You can't have all of the lavishness and the fabulosity and then want to be regular with your staff. Most especially when this, your very staff, if they don't do what you like, you're going to ultimately fire them. Then they'll be like, oh, fire me for what? When we hung out, when we did this, when we did that. Leave it to other people to do. It's a lesson for you, Lizzo. Because I think that you thought, I am the new kid on the block. I can say, do anything. I can be out there. I can be this. I'm telling you, they love you when you're coming up. If you get up there and you can begin to forget yourself, they will bring you all the way back down. I believe that you could have avoided all of this. I believe so. And there are lots of people coming out saying all kinds of things about you. Do I believe them? Not necessarily. Does it change the way I feel about you? No. I've always felt this way about you. That Lizzo, you do a bit too much. You talk a little bit too loud. You say some things that are not necessary. You don't have to say all of that. Go up there, make your speech, be humble, be thankful, and go. That's it. It's that little too much that you have done that has landed you into this trouble. As for the dancers, do I think they're telling lies? No, I don't think they're telling lies. But you've given them enough ammunition for them to say, a boss does not behave like this. No. And upon reflection, you know what? She made me feel uncomfortable. Because they shouldn't have been partying with you in Amsterdam the way that they were. And you allowed that. Going forward, and I hope everything works out and you settle out of court. So two of you get what you want. You don't get this pushed any further, and they get some kind of gratification for emotional, mental distress, and of course, financial reimbursement. It's a kind of win-win. Settle out of court and leave it at that. And when you go to Europe, know that you are an ambassador for the United States of America. That anywhere you go, the way that you behave, your reputation will continue to precede you. You're an international celebrity. That means there are more eyes on you. And I know how you can forget where you are, you're relaxed, you got a little bit of drink, this, that, and the other. You have to dot your I's and cross your T's every single time. And I will give you an example. Ladies and gentlemen, do you remember when Beyonce, her sister Solange, and Beyonce's husband Jay-Z was in the elevator? I can't remember what year it was. Do you remember? And whatever happened, we know that Jay-Z was wrong. And Solange was hitting at him top, left, right, center. She even threw 1 or 2 kung fu kicks in there. I think their security was also in the elevator. Beyonce Knowles had her arms to the side and did not move one time. To the point that Solange stepped on her dress. She picked up her dress and switched it to the side. I learned something that day. Always be in check whenever you're outside your home. I don't think Beyonce knew that there were cameras in the elevator. But she wasn't taking any chances. She's built this career. All she's got is her name. Solange doesn't have that much to lose. I do. And she stayed in check. When I tell you, I looked and I said, oh wow. And you see, psychology, for those of you that study psychology, elementary 101 in university like I, she didn't have to do anything more. It was loud and clear that Jay-Z had done something to set Solange off. And in her quiet and muteness, she said, give it to him. Hit him again. Hit him for me. Hit him in the midsection. Do you know where I got that from? I think some of you do. Hit him again. Hit him for me. She didn't move. She did not lunge at Solange and say, stop. She said, go right ahead, Solange, because you know what? I can't do it. And when they got outside, the security told Jay-Z, go to another car, while Solange and Beyonce were in one. And I know that they talked all the way to, from the, was it the Met Gala? I think it was the Met Gala. I think it was the Met Gala. So, Lizzo, be careful. Be very careful. Everywhere you are and wherever you go. Be careful. Don't let anybody gain any kind of ammunition against you. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, my darlings, and I will see you when? I will see you guys sooner than later. All of my love, and I wish all involved the very best.